Hey everybody, welcome back to Jon David's Journey. I'm Justin, Jon David's dad. Here's Jon David. He is really conked right now, so we are gonna just leave him right here while we do the update. Today was a pretty quiet day. I'm hoping I'm not jinxing anything, which I know that tomorrow will probably be a little rough, and I'll get to that in a minute. But 2 days ago were rough. Wednesday was really rough with withdrawals, and then yesterday was a little bit better out of the withdrawals, and today has been a pretty good day. Really the only big change they made was they went from 24 calories to 27 calories per ounce on his feeds, and then they have decided that tomorrow we're going to go to 24-hour methadone. So we'll be Q24, and he got his dose about 3 hours ago, and he won't get another dose for another 21 hours. And so we're expecting probably around lunchtime to start really being rough. That being said, going back to the jinx words, Q, G, and B are three that you have to kind of be careful around the ICU. Q is quiet, B is boring, G is good. So when we do our little walks for our miles, a lot of times I'll say have a G day or have a G night, because we don't want to jinx them and tell them have a good day or night, because then that's when everything gets crazy. Especially same thing with boring and quiet. You don't want to say those words on the ICU, because then jinx. OT came by today, as well as the My Life, My Story medical student, and with OT, he just kind of took a day to more or less pause. He's been a bit of a standstill with his feeds. He's been taking 2 to 3 mLs each time they come, but the last time he came, he spit up a little bit, and so they don't want him to make a negative association with getting fed and then have some type of aversion to where he's not taking the bottle. And so today was just kind of a pause day. We're going to pick back up next week when they come back. We'll still do the stuff ourselves with like the Pacis and getting him to work on taking some of that, but doing the drips around the Pacis to get him used to that feeling of suck, swallow, breathe. But in terms of actually taking a bottle, that's kind of paused until next week when OT comes back. Jon David also completed day 16 of the Ronald McDonald House Charity Challenge with me, and we got to see some of his nurses that kept him when he was on the ICU side. And so we have done a little over 20 miles so far for the month of May, and so hopefully we'll be able to raise a little money for the Ronald McDonald House Charities. Again, I told y'all a while back, if y'all have the ability to get out and bike or walk or run, and that's something that you do regularly, please download the Charity Miles app and then just choose Ronald McDonald House Charities on there, and it gives about $0.25 per mile that you walk and about 10 cents per mile that you bike. So if you do that, it's just an easy way to track it, as well as just raise money for a charity. And there are other charities out there other than Ronald McDonald House Charities on there. I think there's a total of about 150 that you can pick from. So if you have a different cause that you want to pick, please feel free to do so. And again, if you're already doing the walking, the running, the biking, then it's something that you can help raise a little bit of money for your favorite charity. Also, Hunter, when he was hanging out with Grammy and Pop Pop, played baseball, and also has determined that he is going to be a lottery winner. And so you'll see that in the video. And the My Life, My Story medical student came by and gave a rough draft of what's going to go in his file. And when we get the final one, I'll share it with you. But it was really good. Hunter spent his day with Mallory, and so they went to the fire station, they went by and saw Grammy and Pop Pop, and they had a lot of fun. And other than that, that's pretty much our day. It's been a relatively, again, we're gonna knock on some wood, it's been a quiet day, so we're hoping that tomorrow will be good. Just pray for Jon David here, because his body's gonna be looking for some methadone around 9 a.m. and it ain't gonna be there. It ain't gonna be there until about 9 p.m. So he's gonna have a little bit of a rough day tomorrow. We're projecting. Could be completely great and not be that, but at least so far in how he's done withdrawals, when he misses that next dose, it typically is a little rough. So it was that way. That's the reason why it was that way on Wednesday, was because the Ativan got discontinued. And so we're expecting it to be a little rough tomorrow. But hope y'all enjoy the photos and clips. Y'all have a good night. God bless. tell everybody bye-bye.